Imagine you are in a sunny square. You can smell fresh bread. Or maybe you are looking at old buildings. The wind feels like a story. Traveling is about these amazing moments. It is seeing a place you only dreamed about. It is about fun, finding new things, and feeling happy with new adventures. We all want to see the world. We want to leave our normal life and see something special. But it can feel a little hard sometimes. You arrive. You have a map. But then you need to ask for directions. Or you want to order a tasty food you saw. You might use your hands. You hope for the best. You might feel a little lost because you don't speak the language. These small problems can stop you from really enjoying the place. You want to talk to people. You want to understand. But the language feels like a big wall. What if you could break down that wall? You don't need to speak perfectly right away. You can learn simple, useful things that people there use every day. That is why we made this book. It will help you talk like people who live there. It will help you explore like an expert. This book is your friend. It will make traveling easier and much more interesting. We think that a few good words and knowing a little about how people live can make your whole trip better. Think about it. If you can say hello in their language or say thank you nicely, you are doing more than just speaking. You are showing you care. You are opening a door. You are showing you are not just visiting. You are showing you are really interested in their life. You do not need to learn all the grammar. You do not need to remember many words. You will learn the important, everyday phrases that people actually use. You will learn how to say hello, ask for things politely, and ask simple questions that make your trip smooth. It is also good to know about the culture. What is polite when you meet someone? How do people say hello to each other? Knowing these small things about culture can stop you from doing something awkward. It will help you feel sure when you are with people. It shows you respect their way of life. When you use a few key phrases and know about the culture, you are not just watching. You are part of it. This book will help you. 1. Learning English for travel. Travel is amazing. It shows you new places, new foods, and new ways to live. But sometimes, it can feel a little lonely. You see wonderful things, but you can't quite talk to people. You want to ask for something easy, like where to go or for a drink, and you can only point and make signs. It's annoying, right? It makes you feel small and unsure. That feeling? We've all had it. It's when you wish you had a special trick, a secret word, something to help you connect. And guess what? It's not magic, and it's not a secret. It's just a few easy English words. Think about it. Many people around the world speak English, even if it's not their first language. It helps people talk to each other everywhere. For travelers, it's like a ticket to understand and be understood. Learning just a few basic English phrases can change your trip a lot. You don't need to speak perfectly. It's about feeling sure of yourself. It's about making your trip easier. It's about finding those small moments of connection that make travel truly great. Let's pretend. You are in a busy train station in a country where you don't know the language. You need to find your train. You look at the board and it's full of words you don't know. You try to ask someone, showing them your ticket, but they don't understand your hands. You look at them, they look at you, and you start to feel worried. You feel a bit stuck, don't you? Now, imagine this. You take a deep breath. You walk to someone who looks nice and say, clearly and kindly, "Excuse me, where is platform 7? Suddenly, everything is different. The worry goes away. You get clear directions, a helpful smile. You are back on track, truly. That one simple question, said in English, cleared up the confusion. It wasn't just about finding the platform, it was about feeling in control, feeling able, and having a good moment, instead of a stressful one. That's how powerful English is for travelers. It's like having a remote control for your trip. You can find your way, get what you need, and avoid those awkward, lonely times. It's about feeling ready, and being ready makes you feel sure of yourself. When you know you can ask for help, ask for directions, or just ask for what you want, you can explore more bravely. You're less likely to stay where you feel safe because you're afraid of getting lost or not being understood. And it's more than just useful things. Think about food. You are in a small local restaurant. The menu is only in the local language. You want to try something real, something tasty, but you have no idea what anything is. You could just point at something and hope for the best. Or you could try a simple English phrase. The waiter's eyes get bright. They can talk to you. They might point to a dish, tell you a little about it in simple English, or even share a small story about it. This opens up a whole new world of food to discover. You're not just eating, you're tasting the local life through its food, with help from someone who knows it best. Imagine the waiter says, the local dish name. Many people like it. It's a special slow-cooked stew. Very good. And you eat it, enjoying every bite, knowing you picked something wonderful. That's a better experience than just picking something by chance from a menu. It's a connection made through a shared language, even if it's just a few easy English words. Asking for ideas is a great way to find places not many tourists see. Instead of just seeing the usual tourist spots, you can find those special places that locals love. You could ask, can you tell me a good place to watch the sunset? Or, is there a nice park near here? These are not hard talks. They are simple talks that lead to better, more real travel times. They are the moments that make a good trip a great one. They are the moments when you feel like you're not just visiting a place, but truly living it. And it's not just about getting things done. It's about building friendships. Even a simple hello or thank you in English can make a big difference. When you greet people with a smile, you show you respect them. You show you are open to them. Sometimes, a friendly thank you for your help after someone has helped you can lead to a real smile, a nod, maybe even a short, friendly chat. These small moments, these human connections, are the heart of travel. They make us feel truly present and alive in a new place. They break down walls and remind us that, even though we speak different languages, we are all just people trying to live in the world. Think about the main idea of our series. Learning easy local words and understanding basic customs makes travel more fun, builds confidence, and creates real connections with people. This is exactly what we're talking about. English, in many parts of the world, becomes the language for travelers. It's the tool that lets you do that. It's the bridge that lets you learn those easy words in the real local language, or at least say you want to. When you can confidently say, "Excuse me, do you speak English?" You're not just asking a question. You're opening a door. And if they say yes, you can then ask for a phrasebook or ask them to help you with a specific local word. If they say no, you can go back to your basic English words, knowing you tried and they will likely try to help you as best they can. It works out well either way. This is not about being a language expert. It's about being a traveler who is ready. It's about giving yourself the basic tools to move around the world with a little more ease and a lot more happiness. It's about changing possible problems into chances to connect. So, what are the most common travel times when these easy English words are your best friend? Finding your way, asking for directions is the most important. Where is your magic phrase? Whether it's your hotel, a museum, a train station, or a bathroom, knowing how to ask for directions in English saves you time and worry. Ordering food and drinks. This is very important. I would like, can I have? And how much is it? Are needed. Don't forget to ask for ideas. Shopping. Knowing how to ask for prices, how much? And say you're interested, I'll take it. Or, I'm just looking, thank you. Makes shopping much easier. Staying somewhere. Checking into your hotel, asking about things like breakfast, or telling them if something is wrong all become much easier with basic English. I have a reservation, is breakfast included? Or, there's a problem with my room. Getting around, buying tickets, asking about when things leave or arrive, and using public transport all depend a lot on being able to talk. A ticket to, what time does it leave arrive? When something is wrong, we hope you never need them, but knowing how to say, help, or I need a doctor in English can be very important. How can learning just a few English words make you feel more confident when traveling? It's easy. Being ready makes you confident. When you know you have a way to talk, you feel safer. You feel more in charge. That nervous feeling in your stomach when you arrive in a new country starts to go away because you have a plan. You're not just hoping things go well, you're ready to handle them. This confidence lets you be more daring, step out of your comfort zone, and truly become part of the experience. What are the quick good things about being able to say simple needs in English? Less worry. No more struggling with phone apps or feeling lost. Faster. Get where you need to go and get what you need more quickly. Better times. Order the right food, find the best places, and have smoother interactions. More freedom. You don't have to depend on others as much. More positive moments. People usually respond better when you try to communicate. It's about making your travel trip not just about seeing places, but about connecting with them. And English is often the first, easiest step on that path. It's the base from which you can then learn those real local words and understand cultural ways. It's the language everyone can use to ask, "How do I say?" in the local language. So, we've seen how a few important English phrases can change your travel. They can turn confusion into clearness, frustration into fun, and loneliness into connection. They are your first way to deal with travel worries and your special tool for finding better experiences. They let you join in, explore, and feel more at home, no matter where you are in the world. But what if you want to do more? What if you want to go past just English and get to the heart of local talking? Next, we'll look at the real local words, those important phrases that will make you feel like you've truly arrived, not just in a place, but in its culture. 2. Speaking like locals. Have you ever felt a little worried when you get off a plane in a new place? It's exciting and new, but then it's quiet. You want to talk to people, see new things, and really feel the place. But you don't know the words. You might point or make signs or use your phone app. But it's not the same, is it? It's like being at a party and wanting to join, but not knowing how to say hello. That feeling, that little gap, is what we want to fix. Traveling is about more than just seeing places. It's about feeling them. And that starts with a few simple sounds. Think about it. You're in a busy market. The air smells like spices and cooked food. You see a fruit you've never seen before. You want to ask what it is, or maybe try it. But instead of talking, you just point. The person selling it shrugs. You leave with a fruit you don't know, feeling a bit sad. Or maybe you're looking for a special restaurant your friend told you about. You ask for directions, but you say the words wrong. You get even more lost, and your stomach rumbles. These moments can make you feel less sure of yourself. They can turn a fun trip into hard work. But then, something wonderful happens. You learn just one easy phrase. Maybe it's a polite hello or a kind thank you. You say it to the fruit seller. Their eyes get bright. They smile a real, warm smile. Now they want to tell you all about their fruit and maybe even give you a taste. Or you ask for directions, and this time, you use the local way to say hello. The person you ask not only shows you the way, but might even walk with you a little. Or they might tell you the best thing to eat at that restaurant. It's not about speaking perfectly right away. It's not about learning hard grammar rules. It's about showing you tried a little and you care a little. When you do that, the world opens up. The traveler who is lost and unsure now moves around more easily. They aren't just watching, they are part of things. They have real talks, even if they are short and simple. They laugh with a shop owner, get a suggestion from someone making coffee, or just nod hello to someone on the street. This isn't just about getting by, it's about being in it. It's about going from watching to being a welcomed guest. And here's the special part. People notice. They really notice when you try. It shows you care about their home, that you're not just passing through. It shows you respect their way of life. This simple act of saying hello or thank you in their language can break down walls faster than anything. It's like giving them a key to a warmer, more real connection. It changes you from just another tourist into someone they like talking to, someone they might want to help more. Imagine this. You're in a small, cozy cafe, wanting to order coffee. You could just point at the menu, right? But what if you try saying, hello, one coffee, please? Thank you, in their language? The person making the coffee, who might have served many people that week, hears you. A little spark of liking you starts. They might smile warmly or say something friendly. Suddenly, your coffee is more than just a drink. It's part of a nice human moment. This is the power of speaking like the people who live there. It's the difference between just getting something and having a real connection. It's the difference between feeling like you're just visiting and feeling like you're truly experiencing a place. We're not asking you to learn whole books. Not at all. We're talking about picking a few important phrases that are used every day. Think of them as your travel superpowers. These are more than just words. They are paths. They are friendly invitations. They show you're kind. When you use them, you're not just speaking a language, you're speaking the language of connection. You're saying, I am here, I am interested, and I respect you. And that, my friends, is the most powerful phrase of all. It's the phrase that turns a trip into an adventure, a visit into a real experience, and a stranger into a friend. This is the main idea of what we call speak like a local, explore like a pro. It means knowing that the most real experiences are often found a little off the usual path. And a few simple words are your ticket to get there. It means giving you the confidence to try new things, knowing you have the tools to make those moments good and rewarding. We are building your confidence, word by word, so you can explore with an open heart and a curious mind. Ready to enjoy everything your trip has to offer. Think about how good it feels when you accomplish something. You found your way in a new city, you ordered a good meal, you asked for help, and you did it with a smile, thanks to a few key phrases. That feeling of success is very strong. It makes you feel braver for the next time. It's like a snowball of confidence. You start feeling more at ease, more able, and more willing to talk to people. This isn't just about travel. It's about growing as a person. It's about realizing you can go to new places and not just get by, but do well. And what about those times when you're not just asking for something, but trying to understand? Maybe you're in a small shop, and the owner is trying to explain something about a local craft. If you know a few simple phrases to show you are listening, to show you hear them, even if you don't understand everything, it makes a big difference. Phrases like, I understand, or could you say that again, please, or even just a simple, oh really, can keep the talk going and show you are paying attention. It's about showing you are present and part of the conversation. The wonderful thing about these simple phrases is that people everywhere like them. No matter if you're in a big city or a small village, a friendly hello, a real thank you, or a polite question goes a long way. It proves that connecting with people is something everyone understands. And by learning a few key phrases, you are using that worldwide language, making yourself easier to talk to and more welcome wherever you go. It's about building a good relationship, about making a link that goes beyond different cultures and languages. Think about the times you've met travelers in your own country who try to speak your language, even if it's just a few words. How does that make you feel? Most likely, it makes you feel good. It makes you want to help them, be friendly, and share a bit of your culture. That's exactly what happens when you speak like the locals when you travel. You're not just getting what you need, you're creating good feelings. You're leaving a good mark, not just on the people you meet, but on the place itself. This is the heart of being a traveler who is a pro. It's not about knowing everything or having the perfect plan. It's about having the right attitude and the right tools to make the most of every situation. And learning a few local phrases is one of the best tools you can have. It's an easy, simple way to make your travel experience go from normal to amazing. It's about opening doors that would otherwise stay closed and finding the hidden parts of a place that only show themselves to those who try to connect. So, where do we start? How do we actually learn these important phrases without sounding like we're reading from a book? How do we make them sound natural, and most importantly, how do we remember them when we need them? That's exactly what we'll explore next. We'll look at the most important, most useful words and phrases that will become your secret tools for finding more real and better travel experiences. Get ready to change your trips, one easy phrase at a time. 3. Understanding different cultures. It's not just about the words you speak. When you travel, you enter a new world. This world has its own ways of doing things, its own unwritten rules. This is called culture. Knowing about it is your secret power for a great trip. Think about it. You arrive in a new country. You might know how to say hello and thank you. That's great. But what comes next? How do you greet someone? Do you shake hands firmly? Do you bow a little? Do you give a hug? Or maybe just nod your head? These actions are not random. They are how people connect. Doing them right shows you respect others. It tells them, I see you. I respect your way of life. This simple act can open many doors. Visual. Quick pictures of different greetings. A man in Japan bows to a customer. Two people in Germany shake hands. Friends in France kiss each other on the cheek. Someone in Thailand presses their palms together. These greetings are like the first words of a talk. Every culture has different first words. When you know this, you don't just avoid feeling awkward. You choose to connect in a good way. You show you have learned about them and that you care about their customs. This is a strong way to start making friends, even before you say more than hello. It's the same when you want to do something. Imagine you are hungry. You go into a small food place. You could just point at the menu, right? That's simple and gets the job done. But what if you stopped for a moment? What if you took a breath and used a simple, polite phrase you learned? Like, excuse me, can you suggest something? Or, I would like to try the local food, please. Visual. Two pictures side by side. On the left, a traveler looks confused and points at the menu, and the server looks unsure. On the right, the same traveler smiles, uses a polite sign, and speaks a few words in the local language. The server smiles and points at the menu, looking helpful. Do you see the difference? It's not just about ordering food. It's about how you talk to people. That polite phrase, that small effort, changes everything. It makes a simple order into a friendly moment. The server is not just taking your order. They are helping someone who wants to understand and enjoy their culture. This makes a big difference. They will be more patient, give good advice, and make you feel welcome. This is where the magic happens. Travel becomes more than just seeing places. It becomes an experience. Let's talk about busy places. Markets, train stations, crowded city squares. These can be a lot. You might see people standing in a line, or maybe there's a different way to get someone's attention. You might wonder, how do people do things here? Visual. A traveler looks unsure at the edge of a busy market. Then another traveler watches people. They see how people signal the seller, wait their turn, or talk to bargain. This second traveler then goes to the seller and does the same. Watching is important. Knowing the local ways, like how to wait in line, when it's okay to bargain, or just how people move. In a public place, saves you stress. It shows you are not just pushing your way through. You are trying to be part of things. You respect their way of life. This small understanding helps you feel more at ease and less like an outsider. You are not just passing through. You are someone who pays attention and tries to fit in the right way. Food is a very big and wonderful part of culture. Every place has its own way with food. How it's made, how it's served, how it's eaten, and how it's shared. Visual. People eating together. Close-ups show different ways of eating, using chopsticks neatly, not leaving any food on the plate, and raising glasses too. Toast. Knowing a few food customs can make a meal a great part of your trip. For example, in some places, it's polite to eat all your food to show you liked it. In others, leaving a little food means you are full and the host was generous. Or think about how you should eat. Are you using a fork and knife? Chopsticks? Your hands? Is it rude to put your elbows on the table? Is there a special way to take or give food? Even simple things like knowing if you should wait for everyone to get their food before you start, or if it's okay to eat when your plate arrives, can make a difference. When you show you have tried to learn these things, people notice. They're happy. It is a sign of respect, and it often leads to friendlier interactions. They might give you more food, tell you stories about the dishes, or ask you to eat with them. These are the experiences that make your travels better. These are the moments you will remember. It's easy to focus only on booking flights, finding places to stay, and planning your days. And all that is important. But sometimes, we forget the people. We forget that behind every place and every interaction, there are people with their own stories and traditions. Learning about local culture is not about memorizing facts. It's about being curious and respectful. It's about being open to seeing things from another person's view. When you go to a new place with this attitude, you are not just watching, you are taking part. You are not just a visitor, you are becoming part of their community for a short time. And that's where the real joy of travel is, right? It's in the smiles you don't expect, the laughs you share, the moments you truly connect. It's in feeling like you belong, even for a little while. Understanding culture is the bridge that takes you from being a tourist to being a traveler. It's the key that unlocks deeper understanding and better experiences. So, why is understanding culture more than just avoiding mistakes? Because it's about showing respect. It's about building trust. And most importantly, it's about opening doors to real experiences. When you show you care about their customs, people are more likely to open up to you. They will share their stories, their ideas, their advice. This makes your trip much better. You go beyond the surface, beyond the usual tourist spots, and into the heart of a place and its people. These small cultural details, these bits of knowledge about greetings, signs, how to eat, or personal space, they are not just random rules. They are the keys to making real connections. They are the invisible threads that weave you into the fabric of a new place. They give you power. They make you feel more sure of yourself in different situations. Locals will feel your respect and your effort, and they will respond well. It's a good cycle. You show respect, they are kind, and your trip gets better. It's about going from feeling like an outsider to being part of the experience. Now that we have seen why culture is so important and how it can change your trip, let's get practical. Because knowing about culture is one thing, but being able to use that knowledge is another. And that's where learning a few key local phrases comes in. These are the words and phrases that will help you navigate these cultural waters with confidence. Get ready to speak like a local, because the next step is all about the language that brings it all together. 4. Exploring with confidence. When you get off a plane, the air in a new country feels different, right? It's exciting, a bit like a thrill, and maybe, just a tiny bit, it can feel like too much. You're in a place where the signs look new, the sounds are strange, and life seems to move at a different speed. It's easy to stay with what you know, to keep your eyes down and just watch. But what if there was a way to stop just watching and start being part of your own adventure? What if you could feel like you truly belong, even for a short time, instead of just being a visitor? This is what exploring with confidence is all about. You don't need to learn every word in a book or speak perfectly right away. It's about knowing that a few simple words and a little bit of understanding about the culture can make your trip much more special. Think of it as your special helper, your way to have a more real and connected journey. Let's think about someone. We'll call her Maya. Maya likes to travel, but she often feels a bit unnoticed. She has seen the famous places and taken pictures, but she wants more. She wants to connect with people and feel a spark of understanding when she meets them. So, Maya arrives in a lively city, ready to explore. Where does she go first? To a busy local market. Imagine Maya standing at the edge of a busy market full of colors. She looks a little shy, holding her bag tight, watching all the activity. The air smells strongly of spices and fresh food. People selling things call out, others talk in a language she doesn't know, and everything is moving fast. It's exciting, but also a little scary. She sees beautiful fruits, cool handmade things, and yummy street food. But how does she start? How does she ask about that bright red fruit? Or say something nice about someone's craft? She feels that familiar worry in her stomach. It's the same feeling she's had before, feeling like an outsider, just looking from the outside. This is where many travelers are. You are surrounded by life, by stories, by chances to connect, but the language feels like a big wall. You might try pointing or using a phone app, but it often feels awkward and not very warm. It doesn't quite give you the friendly feeling you want. It doesn't build a bridge. But Maya has been learning. She knows that even a small effort makes a difference. She sees a fruit seller with a kind smile. Instead of just pointing, she takes a breath and says, "Hello." Imagine Maya walking up to a fruit stand. She looks the seller in the eyes and says, "Hello," with a warm smile. The seller's face brightens and they smile back and nod. It's just one word, but the seller's face softens. They nod and a real smile appears. They might even say something back, a greeting in their own language, and Maya feels a tiny spark of connection. It's not a long talk, not yet, but it's a sign that they see her. It shows she's not just another person in the crowd, but someone trying. This is the power of a simple greeting. It's a way to show respect that everyone understands. It says, "I see you. I know you are here. I want to connect, not just take." In many places, a polite greeting is the start of any good talk. It makes the other person feel good and more willing to help. Think about it. If someone came up to you and immediately asked for something, how would you feel? Now, imagine they started with a friendly hello and a smile. It's very different, right? This is true everywhere. Whether it's hello in English, bonjour in French, or konnichiwa in Japanese, that first greeting is like a friendly handshake. Maya decides she wants to try one of those juicy-looking mangoes. She knows the word for mango in the local language. She points to it and says the word, and then, remembering what she learned, she adds a simple thank you. Imagine Maya pointing to a mango and saying its name, then saying thank you. The seller smiles, picks out a good mango, and gives it to her. As she pays, she says thank you again, looking the seller in the eyes and smiling. The seller smiles, picks a perfect mango, and gives it to her. As she pays, she says thank you again, making sure to look the seller in the eye and smile. This time, the exchange feels easy and nice. She's not just buying fruit, she's part of the market's energy. She feels a sense of success. That small bit of language made the buying feel much more human. Why is this so important? Because it shows you made an effort. It shows you respect their culture and their language. It's not about being perfect, it's about trying. People in the place you're visiting really like this. They know you don't speak their language perfectly, but they see you are trying. This effort often brings kindness, patience, and a more real connection. It's the difference between feeling like you're just doing business and feeling like a welcomed guest. Now, Maya wants to find a specific spice seller that her guidebook mentioned. She's a bit lost in the many stalls. She could walk around without finding it, or she could ask for help. She sees a shopkeeper who looks friendly. She walks up and uses a simple phrase to ask for directions. Imagine Maya, looking a bit unsure but determined, walking up to a shopkeeper. She uses a polite phrase to ask where a specific stall is. The shopkeeper points and maybe uses a few simple words to guide her. She might say something like, "Excuse me, can you help me find the saffron stall?" Or, "Where is the spice cellar?" Even if it's just a few words. The shopkeeper, seeing her polite approach and her attempt to speak their language, is happy to help. They might point, make a shape in the air like a map, or even use a few easy English words to guide her. This is also where understanding the culture helps. In some places, looking directly into someone's eyes might seem rude, while in others, it's expected. Knowing these small things, even just the basics, can stop confusion and make you feel more comfortable when talking to someone. For example, knowing if it's polite to touch someone's arm when asking a question, or if a small bow is the right thing to do. These are not hard rules, but small actions that show you are aware and respectful. The shopkeeper shows Maya which way to go. She thanks them a lot, and this time, she feels truly thankful. She has figured out a small challenge, not by speaking perfectly, but by being brave and having a few important phrases ready. She feels a little more confident, a little more able. The market, which just a moment ago felt like too much, now feels like an exciting puzzle she's learning to solve. She finds the saffron stall. The seller is busy, but Maya waits nicely. When it's her turn, she can not only ask for saffron, but also say something nice about the bright colors or the wonderful smell. Imagine Maya at the saffron stall. She successfully asks for saffron and then says something kind about how the stall looks or smells. The seller smiles brightly and has a short, friendly chat, maybe offering her a small taste or showing her something special. This is the special moment. It's not just about buying something. It's about a short, human connection. The seller, perhaps surprised and happy about her comment, might smile, nod, or even tell a quick story about their spices. Maya feels a warmth spread through her. This is it. This is the connection she wanted. It's these small, unexpected moments of being human together that change a trip from seeing places to collecting memories. She leaves the stall with her saffron, but more importantly, she feels lighter and smiles more. She's not just looking at the market anymore, she's in it. She's part of its energy. She walks through the other stalls with a new ease. She notices more details. She smiles back at the sellers. She doesn't feel the need to hurry or hide. Imagine Maya walking through the market, now with a confident walk and a relaxed smile. She's watching, taking in the sights and sounds, and interacting more naturally with what's around her. She is exploring with confidence. This confidence isn't about being loud or trying to get noticed. It's a feeling inside that you can do things. It's the quiet, sure feeling that you can handle what happens, that you have the tools to find your way, to connect, and to enjoy. It's realizing that learning a few local phrases and understanding a few simple cultural ways is not just practical. It's about feeling strong. It's about changing how you see a new place from something scary and unknown to a welcoming chance. So, how does learning these simple local phrases and understanding basic culture lead to this feeling of confidence? It's a circle. You learn a phrase. You use it. It leads to a good experience. That good experience makes you feel more confident. That extra confidence makes you want to try more phrases, to connect more deeply. And it keeps going. It's like a snowball getting bigger with good experiences. Think about the main idea of our series, learning a few important words and phrases that people in a place actually use every day and understanding simple things about their culture. It's not about speaking perfectly, but about being able to say hello, ask for things, and show respect. This helps travelers have better experiences because they can talk to people more easily and understand why things are done a certain way, making them feel more comfortable and confident. Maya's walk through the market shows this perfectly. She didn't need to know complicated grammar. She just needed to know hello, thank you, and how to politely ask for what she wanted. She also showed respect by trying. This allowed her to talk to people more easily, even with few words, and to understand why things are done a certain way, like why greetings are important. The result? She felt more comfortable and confident. It's about changing how you think. Instead of focusing on what you can't do, speak the language perfectly, you focus on what you can do, make a connection, show respect, ask for help. This simple change in thinking is very powerful. It turns worries into chances to learn and discover. When you have a few key phrases, you're not stuck by the fear of saying the wrong thing. You know that the meaning behind your words, the warmth in your smile, and the respect you show often matter more than perfect sounds. This isn't just about markets, either. Imagine being in a small restaurant and trying to order. Instead of just pointing at the menu, you can try asking for a suggestion in the local language. Or ask about a dish. Even a simple, "What do you suggest?" can lead to a wonderful discovery and a friendly chat with the waiter. Or maybe you need to ask how to get to your hotel. Instead of looking lost and worried, you can go up to someone and politely say, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to hotel name?" This simple act of asking, using their language, often makes people eager to help. It's also about avoiding common mistakes tourists make. Knowing a basic cultural rule, like when it's okay to give a tip, or how to politely say no to an offer, can save you from awkward moments. For example, in some places, it's normal to bargain in markets, while in others, it's seen as rude. Knowing this difference lets you act in a way that is right for that place. The great thing about this way of doing things is that it can be used for anything. You don't need weeks of hard language study. You can learn a few phrases before you go, or even learn them as you travel. Many apps and online tools can help you with how to say words. The important thing is to pick phrases that are useful and used often. Greetings, thanks, apologies, asking for directions, ordering. Conclusion. Our trip together in Travel Talk is ending. Let's think about the amazing places and people we met. We wanted to travel more deeply and connect with people truly. We started because we wanted to feel what a place is like, not just see it. We learned that a kind word, like thank you, or knowing how people do things locally, can open up new experiences. Every little phrase and idea about culture helped us feel more sure of ourselves and led to wonderful times. The main idea of Travel Talk is this: learning a few local words and understanding simple culture makes travel better, makes you feel more confident, and helps you connect with people. You don't need to speak perfectly. It's about showing you care and trying your best. When you say hello or thank you in another language, you're telling people I see you. I respect your way of life. When you try new things with a few phrases and an open mind, your trip changes for the better. This is what we focused on: local words and culture. This is the special part that makes travel real. When you can speak like a local, even a little, you're not just visiting. You become like someone who lives there for a short time. People talk to you more, you understand small things, and you see the world differently. Think about ordering food with a confident, please, in Spain, or asking for directions with a friendly, good day in Croatia. These small moments are very strong. But it's not just about words. It's about understanding how people live, why they say hello in a certain way, what a hand sign means, or the quiet rules in a busy market. This makes your trip much richer. You go from watching to joining in. A good trip becomes an amazing one. What happens then? You feel more confident. When you can talk, even a little, you feel strong. You feel less scared and more on your own. And you connect with people. These are the memories you keep: laughing with someone who works in a shop, having a real talk, feeling the true kindness you get because you